Okay, Coach. Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the New York Jets. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
If you just break it down in individual terms, he played really well last week. 0 interceptions, 3 touchdown passes. Not a whole lot more he could have done to win that game. But you know something's funny, when we talked to him, all he focused on were throws he missed, other opportunities that didn't get done.
Good sign of a leader.
Great sign of a leader, because they didn't win, and that's all he cares about.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is gone. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. A look now at the defensive starters for the Jets. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
Yeah, just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. 2nd and 5 now. Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Out of the gun. Gone. He gets it to Cooks. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. But now it'll be 3rd down. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Goff now to throw. And a dump off to White. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. As we take a peek at Sam Darnold, the former USC Trojan and 3rd pick in the 2018 draft.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers, because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Check 9, check 9.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL, and now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
57, Mike, 57. What we got? What we got? What?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold, and he's got it complete to Anderson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 16. Now Gallman. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Wayne Gallman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. A drive there of just 4 plays, and was polished off by the touchdown run from the 16-yard line. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 55 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. Goff on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And New York set to take the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Oh, you got deep? 57.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Darnold. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. Cordero Patterson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Cordero Patterson. 76 yards. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it. And now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
But there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, it's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's why I was just going to say first quarter. We'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax.
Whoa. Bad move. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run with White. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Goff. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Goff now looks to throw. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Foster Moreau, his first touchdown on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
1st and goal. Forget running the football. Forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think 1st and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, is that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
You got tight. You got lady. Watch the young lady.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Bell. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Darnold. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a 1st down. Darnold on 1st down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Evan Ingram, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets will extend their lead.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue.
Robert Woods, touchdown, LA! Robert Woods, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. This Jets offense heading back out there now, led by Sam Darnold. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of the season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
They'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. On first down, it's Darnold. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Cordero Patterson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets will extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call.
Face mask. Defense.
So that one will be accepted.
Automatic first down.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. Goff now looking to throw. That's complete to White. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Here's Goff.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. That'll be caught by Cup. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Goff. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Goff now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. David Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Le'Veon Bell and the Jets ready to begin their next drive. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay...
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
57 to 5.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Cordero Patterson as the first half is winding down. And the Jets will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. The New York set to take the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And that'll bring up second down. Here's Darnold. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
On first down, Darnold finds his tight end Ingram, and he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Darnold for the red zone now. That is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Jets will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jared Goff and the Rams headed back onto the field. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, we got 3 down.
They'll run with White, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. And a dump off to White.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Let's go. Let's do it.
So here are the Jets now to take over. They were winners over the Dolphins last week. They are on top right now as well as they come up 1st and 10. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now 1st and 10 at the 20. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 24.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
The first down run with Bell is he'll get about 6 there. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Hey, lady.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. That one complete to Anderson. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Let's go.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Darnold now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. He got 29 yards that time. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year in the day.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Opting to run again here with White. Brushing off defenders. So that one will get them halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Rams on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's gone. This is White on the screen. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Gone. They got a man. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage. and you bring your safeties back, they can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing again is gone. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. It's complete. James White. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
57, Mike 57.
Out of the gun. Gone. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Jets are going to get the football back.
Check.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Nice move on the play, but he will be brought down shy of the 15. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bell, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Open man is Anderson, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. Darnold now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Gets it to his running back, Cannon. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it a 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Darnold. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Hey, Charlie.
It's our time, guys.
Darnold to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Red 80. So we got man. Red 80. Switch it.
Throwing again is Darnold. Looking here for Smith down. That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. A run by Bell on 1st down, going to go nowhere as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Darnold from the gun. Found his target. It's Anderson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now Bell. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd and goal. The lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. He'll get it up the middle. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
He's coming. We got double up. Lady. Tighten up.
Here's Bell. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now out on the field. Here comes Los Angeles. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
I'm here all day.
From the gun, here's Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Goff. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. One last throw here for Goff. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for